guys, it's T here and I'm back again with another video. So today I'm just going to be talking on the recent video ZZ Mills interviewing Pastor Toby, one of the pastors of SPAC Nations. If you don't know what SPAC Nation is or who Pastor Toby is, then you've been living under a rock, because yeah, they've got a whole lot of drama, especially in the media. So you should go and check that out, because I'm not going to be talking about that. I'm just going to be literally reviewing that interview. So I wrote a few points, so then I try not to waffle. But as a consistent churchgoer, I do have a few questions because I don't understand. But anyway, the first thing is that I feel like ZZ Mills, was not the actual person to do this interview, because like I feel like she just didn't have the full knowledge or like the resources, and she wasn't fully equipped to do it. I feel like there was other questions that could have been asked to like get more juice, more tea, more, you know, the good stuff that we actually want to hear and see. I noticed that Pastor Toby is super well spoken, and like he knows what he's doing. He knows, like, I feel like he's got experience, he's been through this many times, and like he was prepared. So I feel like he was not phased. That's why he had like a cool posture. Like he was composed, he was not baffled, he wasn't taken aback necessarily. Like his emotions, they made sense in a way. So I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, like me watching it, I was thinking, this guy's making sense, this guy is actually talking sense. But I was thinking, nah man, like snap back, because it's like this guy obviously has to make sense. He has to sound like he's telling the truth, or else he wouldn't be doing what he's doing, and he wouldn't be doing it well. Do you know what I mean? I kind of think he outsmarted her in this video, definitely, because I feel like he knew. I feel like he's had these questions before, like he's used to it. I mean, I feel like he's had worse questions. I also seen that he'd been interviewed by other people, but he refused them to record it, because I feel like they must have had more knowledge or understanding, and that's the juicy stuff that he was just not ready for. Do you know what I mean? And didn't want people to see. So maybe that's why, like, the reason why he came onto ZZ Mills shows, because maybe he knew that she really has nothing on him like that. Like I feel like he'd know how to wiggle his way through the questions coolly. There was this one thing that really got to me as a Christian, and seeing that he's a pastor. As a pastor, right, how can you go a few sentences without even referring to the Bible? Fair enough, not even scriptures, just to refer to the Bible or to Jesus. It doesn't make sense to me. Like this guy went like a whole 50 minutes without saying anything about the Bible. It was only until the end, when ZZ even mentioned the Bible, she had to mention it first for him to even respond with a bit of the Bible. So I was just thinking, is this guy for real? Like, huh? And another thing, he didn't even talk about how he preaches or how God has touched his heart to go and spread the gospel or anything like that. He was just talking about helping people, which is great, cool, whatever. But it just didn't really make sense to me. Like, how are you a pastor not even mentioning the Bible? Come on now. I just feel like Pastor Toby he's educated, he knows Wagwan, do you know what I mean? So that's why he can do what he can do and do it well. He did mention something about the black community, which, to be fair, he does have a point. He said that black people don't really have a community, and that we don't stand together as much as we should and stuff.
Number one, we don't have a community.
Right.
Black people don't have a community. The whites, I can tell you 1, 2, 3 communities they have. Asians have community.
Which is true, unfortunately, but maybe that is also a strategy that he's also used to actually manipulate all these people, because we don't stick together the way we should and support each other the way we should. So that's one thing. Another thing that he mentioned that I'm not gonna lie, I actually liked it did make sense, was the fact that you can take something bad from this world and flip it over and to make it good. Do you know what I mean? He also mentioned the verse at the end. He mentioned the verse Matthew 10:16, that behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. That did make sense to me. I feel like in this world, as Christians, why should the world have fun and then we just there like singing old hymns, falling asleep? Like, why can't we use that vibe and twist it and make it good, so then we can also enjoy and have some mean shit in our Christian life. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that's another thing I realized, that I feel like he takes things off the word and flips it and makes it. He makes like bad things sound good. Like, I feel like he's really good at doing that. The main thing that really annoyed me was that he would not answer the questions directly. Like, when she had asked about, like, let's say his wife, he never actually spoke about his wife fully. He just kind of brushed her to the side, you know. Like, he never took a question and answered it fully. He took it and twisted it to the way he wanted to answer it. That's why I felt like there was a bit of repetition. It was just like making it all sound so good. Like, we weren't getting the real tea, we weren't getting the stuff that we want to know, like the accusations and stuff. He was just saying it's all lies and stuff. But like, when all these people, you're seeing receipts and evidence, what does that mean? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, just to make sense.
It's not just lying. It's ridiculous to say that you can take truth and pervert it. And when you pervert truth to people who are already suspicious.
So what would the truth be then?
The truth would be two people can do a deal together, meaning they can sit down and say, let's take out a loan.
He's an intelligent guy who has found loopholes in the black community and used that for his gain or whatever. I just hope people open their eyes and realize the truth, and instead of seeking help from people per se, maybe they should go down on their own knees and ask God to show them what's the right path and stuff. But yeah, that's my opinion on the whole interview. I just feel like maybe he needed someone who goes to church, who's a Christian, who could challenge him properly, you know what I mean, and get the real truth. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and like and comment, and stay blessed.